Hey guys, and welcome back to another station recap. Now, I'm a little bit late on these. I've been making a whole bunch of changes in life recently, sorry. Hopefully getting on somewhat of a schedule, but I'm just gonna jump right into this because I have a really busy day today and I'm behind on a bunch of stuff. Like I'm uploading videos and editing and I have a stream in a little bit too that I'll be doing. And there's also E3 coverage that's being like there's so much stuff, dude, going on right now. But I haven't forgotten about you guys. I didn't want to miss out on covering the station recap because it is really cool. But it is 2 days late. I am sorry. So let's just jump right into it. So we had on June 9th, there was a stream. Of course, as usual, there are secret phrases. Make sure you say your secret phrase. This is still going to be on Bumped, so I'll put a link in the video description. Bump.org/PSU blog. I don't know if you have a website already, if you're not getting your info from here, if you play PSO2, but you really should. Art always posts stuff up, really awesome, gets this stuff posted for us. He does it in real time and it's really quick. So just keep an eye out, man. Great info. Anyway, let's jump right into this. So the SG scratch with layered outfits for June 13th, which is in 2 days. So we're getting a new scratch, will be kind of cool. So you're finally getting the compound X I talked about. I remember they mentioned something like this beforehand. I need to slow down because I'm starting to stumble over thing because I'm rushing everything. They're adding in simple compound text. Simple compound text will only be used through PP consumption, so they won't be like charged text like regular simple compound text or regular compound text. They're available to Force and Techer, can be set to Rod, Wand, or Talus. They can also be placed on your weapon on your weapon palette or sub palette. I guess they mean you can attach it to your weapon or sub palette. But that already told me that before, so I don't know. Or your sub palette, so it can be on there as normal text can be. While their PP consumption is heavy, so it's probably going to have high PP costs, I'd imagine somewhere in the upwards of like 50 and 50 plus. Their effects are quite strong. They unlock by clearing Marlu's client orders. I doubt that's going to be a difficult client order to going to be a new mechanic for characters. They want to make sure that people can actually access it, so it'll be pretty easy to do. Also, the Wand PA is coming as well. The Wand PA Heavy Hammer, it's got 3 different stages, it looks like. There's a non-charge, charge, and second charge behavior, and the PA is treated as a striking attack. So it'll probably scale off of striking damage. These are probably meant mostly for techers, not to feel super boring with just wand smacking. You have a PA. And it says the Lavis Cannon, the shockwave will also hurl out the PA, which is kind of cool. So it'll be interesting to see what it does. We're gonna get color variations for pets. We'll get rare eggs with different colors. So hey, people who take eggs and throw them away, maybe this is gonna be worth selling them. Dark Blast Transparency is coming finally. It'll apparently also use our character's voice, so that'll be kind of cool. Because right now Dark Blast uses the Dark Blast like loser or elder voice, so it'll use your character's voice, which will be nice. And yeah, I know you guys love my my English voice for my character. Also, the Arc's Rappy Suit Mini will drop any difficulty. However, you can get a better chance of getting it on extra hard, it looks like. So higher difficulties, better chance of getting it, but it'll drop for everyone. Everyone's got a chance. It looks like they're also adding player icons to be above your head. Players under certain conditions will have icons overhead. So beginners have an icon that looks like sprouting leaves. Returners have an icon that looks like a blooming flower. Returners are players who haven't logged in for more than 30 days. There's also a special bonus. For example, partying with a returning player provides effect Tribe Boost 50% and featured quest reward +1. Pretty cool, actually. Let's see. So going from there, we also have the Arkuma Land event quest. We get looks like a reskinned dragon boss, which for the community be really happy about the reskinned boss, but it is what it is. We get reskins sometimes. That's why we get reskins a lot. I can understand why they're upset about it, but still, we're getting another boss, so hopefully there's something more to be seen. It's not just a flat reskin, maybe new abilities. I don't know. They don't really get into it too much, but we'll see. New 14-star, or the 14-star will drop. The potential is the same, but the weapon will support S-class abilities. The Homura series can be obtained as a drop through, okay. Oh, is a drop or through them, okay. So, and then Homura weapon upgrades require the following: a +35 version of the weapon and 9 stones of the same kind. I'll have to look into this a bit more. The Shein weapons support S-class abilities, S1 through S3s. Gurren weapons will also instead have high base specs. I meant to check this too before doing this video, but I guess I forgot. This collection file is coming back. Will be received around the release of the quest. Previously, these weapons had gelin effects on them. I don't know if they're special or they're SAF. Is what people were going after, and it's going to drive down the prices of that specific weapon or that SAF. But we'll have to, or of that affix. I'm not sure if you guys even know what I'm talking about, but it was essentially an ability that goes on the effect of gelin. It's enemies that are under the effect of gelin take 5% more damage from your weapon. So a lot of hunters, since they have now that AoE gelin on their Warcry, are going for this specific affix. But this could have nothing to do with it. I have no idea if I'm just talking out of my ass, to be honest. But hey, if it does affect it, awesome. If it doesn't, well, for you guys who can't afford the affix, you can just get a weapon that applies gelin as well. So cool. Actually, if it doesn't, it's basically could have good SAF though. Feature balance adjustments. All these rings essentially are going to become class abilities. So I mentioned previously how I thought that if these were made into charms, I would appreciate it. I understand that making them into charms, you have to have unlock something. I think this is kind of the middle ground between the two, because I know some of my my viewers or some of my friends had a different opinion. They felt like these should be baked into the class, should be baseline, they should be there, and you should have them, because playing without them feels awful. I've played without them and I've played with them. With them feels amazing. Without them does feel pretty bad, but it also makes you feel like a low-level character, which if you're a low-level character makes sense to me. Plus, they're not very difficult to get a hold of. I think my level 20 character had all of this and ready to go, just because of the way that that's worked for that specific character, but still. So these are all going to be made into skills that you can unlock as part of your class. You won't have to spend skill points on them, but you do have to reach a certain level to unlock them. They don't disclose what that level is, but I'd imagine probably, if they're smart, somewhere in the 40s to 50s range, I would say is a fair location for them. It looks like they're changing the potential on Divine Raikou, so it's not absolutely necessary for every single Braver Ranger. So I guess to prevent the over-reliance on Divine Raikou, the following will change. Rapid Shot's recast will be equivalent of Divine Raikou's potential at level 3. So Rapid Shot is just going to be buffed to have, essentially, you have Divine Raikou potential at level 3 on your character at all times. In exchange, Divine Raikou will have a different potential, of course. The above mentioned balance adjustments should be implemented in October. In addition, those who own the item/ring mentioned above will receive some form of compensation in the future. You will qualify even if you've embedded those rings. So they're talking about the potential, rings, all the stuff, the items, things that are going to be changing. That's going to be just baked into the class. You're going to get some sort of compensation because you put time and money and resources into getting those things, which I don't think is necessary personally, but I think is a good thing that they're doing it, because I know people that will feel like they're cheated because of it. Just because that's just the general nature of people. So I usually don't play these, but I'm going to play this just so you guys can see it. It's a short clip of the bullet bow mobility adjustments.
今回ですね、対応させていただいた内容としてはですね、こういうふうにマスターシュートとか、特定のキーでですね、入力、移動したい方向にですね、入力しておくとですね、スライド打ちのようなものが、できるようなものをですね、今ちょっと調整で考えてまして、これによってですね、攻撃予定ながらの攻撃とかっていうのが、しやすくなりますので、こういうふうにですね、デイステスタと戦う。セキュリナスと戦う時もですね、こういうふうにちょっとスタイルをですね、立ち回れるようにしてます。マスターシュートと、ペネトレートアローがですね、こういうふうになってる。
So as you guys can see, bullet bows are going to get pretty agile. So we'll go through the changes. Bullet bow mobility adjustments. Bullet bow will have some features to make it more nimble. This can be seen through the video above. Of course, we saw before. You can attack and slide. The sliding comes with short invincibility, so it will have a bit of invincibility on the dodges, the sliding. with attacks. So it feels a bit more, it kind of reminds me a bit of Monster Hunter World's bow play, where you're moving around a whole bunch. So it looks like you can do it almost infinitely. And it looks to be extremely agile. So I'm sure bullet bow players, this mixed with the changes above to excuse me, I had a bit of a cough there. This is the mixed changes to above. Rapid shot no longer relying on Divine Raikou should make bullet bow play pretty good. Imagine really strong in the right hands. So also the change that I've hoped for the longest time, thank God. All weapon double jump support. Gunslash will indeed receive double jump support in the future. For the bare hand fighting style, they're investigating whether it should support double jumps or not. Yeah, I don't know if that matters. I'm not sure where this would be a problem. No, I'm also not sure where this would be necessary. So I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments where it would make a difference. Challenge mile. People still do that. But I don't think people still do that. So again, if you guys let me know. PvP also. But make sure to read the previous recap to understand this section. You guys can check that out by clicking that link. Head over to the website. Check out the link. I'm not going to go through it. You guys are more than welcome to. I'm sure I've done this in a previous. So, in the Mother and Deus quest, they have no plans to revive the collection file. However, the 13-star weapons will be easier to drop. Any new weapons from this quest will remain secret. It looks like so there will be new weapons, but they're keeping them secret for now. And the 13 stars will be able to easily get as drops. So you can't use the collection files anymore to get these. So, fortunately, you can't get a hold of those easy SAFs, and we can't get a hold of those really strong Queefad weapons super easily collection files, but you will be able to at least get a chance at getting them. And with recent drop rates being the way they've been with like 14 stars and 13 stars and all that stuff, I feel like it's closer to fair. It probably should have been like this for the longest time, but Enchanted Forest free field. The Enchanted Forest will be updated with new enemies as they're added to Omega, meaning that the Enchanted Forest will change over time, which is good. I'm glad they're going to be adding those monsters in, because people are going to be doing a lot of Enchanted Forest to farm for their 14 stars. And S-class ability swapping under development. This is a little bit interesting, and it's, again, this is probably subject to change because it is under development, but this is under development, but they're working on a feature where you can swap S-class ability between weapons or something. It could be something like you swap weapon A's and weapon B's S ability. They're going to charge Meseta for this. So being able to swap the abilities between them without really like fixing, I suppose, like just one-for-one swap without affecting your affix, which could be pretty good. I've actually wanted to swap up a couple things on my Atra dual blades that I wanted to mess around with. I'll be using as a backup secondary pair, but that's pretty much it. So guys, what did you think? Are you excited? Still kind of lackluster for you? I'm kind of pretty excited. I mean, I like this whole Dark Blast transparency thing. I think it's gonna be kind of cool. It'd be interesting to see how, like, I always think the 14 stars and the new 13 stars, I'm always interested to see how they affect the overall meta of the game, and if they even matter at all, or if they're just kind of like fodder for the most part. This is going to be really awesome. Not sure when this is going to be implemented. I'll look more into this. This is going to be really awesome. This is going to be really cool for for bullet bow players. I've seen a lot of bullet bow players start to pop up. It's going to be really awesome to see even more with this this change to their mobility. And of course, the double jump I'm super excited about. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna go ahead and here. Thanks so much for being on another one of these. If you guys have any questions, I know people have been in the comments sounding off any questions they have, things of that sort. I will do my best to get to them as I can, guys. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna be a bit busier. Like I'm still even uploading a video right now, so I will get this uploaded as soon as possible. I will see you guys on the next one.